Hey guys, Karibo Bros here, and today we've got a Toon deck profile. So Toon Kingdom recently got a reprint in the new Legendary Duelist set. Obviously the card was about 50 quid, and that's gone down to about 14 secret rare. But anyway, the rare is about £5 anyway. So anyone who wanted to play Toons can now play them at an affordable price. The deck.
Mimicat as well.
Oh, and Mimicat. Mimicat was another card that got a reprint in the set, which was also a secret rare. Anyway, the deck's still not great, but it's fun, and it's now budget again, so we can play it. So we're going to show you what we run at least. First off, we play 3 copies of Toon Dark Magician Girl. Now, sorry, 3 copies of Toon Dark Magician Girl. Basic maths. Anyway, all Toon monsters have the same effect, where they can attack your opponent's life points directly if you control the Toon World, and Toon Kingdom is counted as Toon World while it's based upon the field. Toon Dark Magician Girl is the only Toon monster that can attack your opponent, that can attack the same turn she is summoned. All other Toon monsters get summoning sickness, like in Magic the Gathering, where monsters can't attack the same turn they're played. Thing is that when you tribute someone with Toon Dark Magician Girl, it's counted as a special summon, so you can use tokens. That's why we play Scapegoat in this deck. So only 3 Toon Dark Magician Girl, because she can just get damage on board very quickly. Next we play 3 copies of Toon Gemini Elf. Now when she attacks your opponent, when she inflicts battle damage to your opponent, either by a direct attack or just an ordinary attack, she rips a card at random out of your opponent's hand, so it's quite cool. I mean, you might remember that scene from the original Yu-Gi-Oh movie, where Pegasus does it to Kaiba. Anyway, then we'll play 3 copies of Toon Mass Sorcerer. Toon Mass Sorcerer, when he inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can draw a card from your deck, and obviously you can attack your opponent directly like all the others. 2 copies of Toon Cyber Dragon. Obviously it's got the Cyber Dragon effect, where if your opponent controls a monster and you don't, you can special summon this from your hand. It can attack your opponent. It can't attack your opponent directly the turn it's summoned, but it can't attack the turn summoned. But it can attack your opponent directly if you have Toon World on the field. Also, if your opponent has a machine type monster, or even a monster in the extra deck, you can contact fuse with it, so it helps get big bodies off board. Play 3 copies of Blackstone of Legend. Now you can tribute this card from your side of the field to summon a level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from your deck. Also, there's another effect where you can shuffle a Red Eyes monster from your graveyard into your deck, and then you can add this card back from your deck to your hand.
Yeah.
However, you can't use both effects in the same turn, so I mean, it's still a good card, still a very good card. So anyway, the targets to summon this are, of course, Toon Red Eyes Dragon. When this card is summoned, is it when this card's summoned, or is it once per turn?
It's once per turn.
Yeah, so once per turn, when this card's on the field, you can summon a Toon monster from your hand. Most of the time, you're going to want to summon out your Toon Dark Magician. Now, Toon Dark Magician's pretty sick. He's got 2 effects. You have to discard 1 Toon card or Manga Rai Ran, but we don't run that in this deck. So you discard.
I don't think anyone runs that
Don't
card
think
anymore.
anyone runs that card at all. I don't think anyone ran that card when Toons first came out. So anyway, you discard 1 Toon card from your hand, you get to activate one of the 2 effects. You get special 1 Toon monster from your deck, except Toon Dark Magician, or you can add 1 Toon spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. So it's another way to get out, what's it called? Toon Kingdom if you don't have it, or just any of the generic other Toon monsters from your hand, from your deck. Anyway, next we'll play 3 hand traps, play 3 Ghost Ogre. Could replace it with Ash, but at the same time, Ash doesn't work too well on Electromite. But then again, if you're playing Toons, the chances are you're not planning on playing against super competitive decks at tournaments. Onto the spells, play 3 copies of Toon Kingdom. We're still playing our secret rares because we got our secret rares. Got them dead cheap when they first came out. Anyway, when this card's activated, you banish top 3 cards of your deck to activate this card as cost. While this card's on the field, 2 monsters cannot be targeted, and they cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. And each time a Toon monster will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you banish the top card of your deck from the graveyard. Now this deck does lose to MST. If you have most Toon monsters on the field, if Toon Kingdom is destroyed, they are destroyed. So you just want to hope your opponent does not MST this. However, if your opponent does Cosmic Cyclone this, your monsters will not get destroyed because it's banished, and most Toon monsters are only destroyed when Toon World is destroyed, not when it's banished. So then we'll play 3 copies of Toon Table. It's basically just it just lets you search for any Toon card in the deck. So there's many a targets. Or Mangu Ryu Ran. So we play 3 of that just because it helps thin out the deck. Again, we play 3 Terraforming because we want to get to a Toon Kingdom as soon as possible. Play 2 copies of Comic Hand. If you control a Toon World, equip this to an opponent's monster, take control of it, it's treated as a Toon monster, and it can attack your opponent directly if they have no Toon monsters. Play 2 copies of Pot of Desires because you play most cards in this deck at 3, and let's be honest, if you
Draw power.
It's draw power, yeah. And if you banish all 3 Toon Kingdoms, just go to the next game. just scoop. There's no way this deck's not topping an event. You're playing it simply for fun. Then we'll play 2 copies of Scapegoat. Now Scapegoat's good because obviously you can use the Scapegoats to tribute out for Toon Dark Magician Girl. You can turn them into link monsters. You can then tribute those link monsters if you need to. And as I say, yeah, Scapegoat, it makes links. It's good. Play the 1 copy of Mimcat. If you control Toon World and a Toon monster, target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard. If it's a monster, special summon it. If it's a spell or trap card, set it to your side of the field. You can only activate one of this per turn, but it's basically a monster reborn for Toons, but it also gets spells and traps. So it's very, very versatile, but like I said, you need to have both a Toon monster and a Toon Toon World on the field to activate it. So that's why we only play 1. 1 Dark Hole because wipe the field, and then if you destroy your own 2 monsters, you can protect them. Regeki because wipe the field, and then for the 1 trap card we play Solemn Judgment because Solemn Judgment. Now, if your opponent's going to MST your Toon Kingdom and you've got this set, you're probably going to pay half your life points to negate it. So that's the 40 card main deck. Put that to one side. Onto the extra. Play the 1 copy of Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon because we have Toon Cyber Dragon, so we can use Cyber Dragon and one of our opponent's extra monster zone monsters. We play Ancient Fairy Dragon and Black Rose Dragon. We literally play these just because Ogre is a 3-star tuner and you can normal summon it to go into these. I mean, the chances are you probably will not make these, but they're just versatile options because there's space in the extra deck. Onto the Xyz, we play 1 copy of Castell because we have a few level 4 monsters and Castell is spot removal. Baguska because it can stall out for a few turns and it's got a decent booty of 2000. Utopia and Utopia the Lightning to get over big bad monsters like Chaos Max Dragon. Onto the rank 7s, we play 1 Ebon High Magician. Requires 2 level 7 monsters. Now, if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can summon a level 7 or lower dark spellcaster from your deck and then destroy 1 card on the field. So, if this is destroyed, you could always bring out another Toon Dark Magician and then pop a card your opponent controls. 1 copy of Big Eye because we can make it and we can take control of the opponent's monster. Draco Sack because he's got 2600 attack. He can produce tokens. He protects himself with the tokens. We can tribute the tokens off, or we can use the tokens as well as Draco Sack to make some links. Onto the link monsters, we play 1 Underclock Taker. Requires 2 effect monsters. Reduces one of your opponent's monsters' attack by the attack of a card it points to. Mrs. Radiant because we play Scapegoat and we can make the tokens turn into Mrs. Radiant. 1 copy of Proxy Dragon because it's just a generic link monster. Decode Talker because if you get him out, you can use him to protect cards on your side of the field. And 1 copy of Yugioh Skull Dread. If you use 4 different name monsters to summon this card, you can draw 4 cards from the top of your deck and then send 3 back. If you use 3 different monsters to summon this card, you can special summon 1 card from your hand per turn. And if you only use 2 different monsters to bring this card out, all monsters this card points to gain 300 attack. But if you use it, you can use each effect depending on how many materials are used for the card. So anyway guys, that's the deck profile. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe.